Danielle Carley, we've been working with finger weaving for the past 2 days, and your project, which started off as a gathering of green and pink and white, is now taking shape and beginning to resemble a bag. And this is an old Ojibwe craft that's coming back to the community. Dennis White, an elder who is an administrator at the LCO school, learned this from Liz Smock and other elders, went out to Washington and looked at some of the old bags and brought back some of that knowledge back to the community. And there's been 15, 20 people here. Last couple of days we had some good hamburger soup for lunch. One of the elder women said that there's kind of an understated joy in this whole event. Tell us more about that.
Well, for me, personally, I do feel a joy in doing this. I love the fact that this is coming back, that we got somebody here who is willing and able to teach us how to do this so that we can go out and teach it to others, and then they can go on and teach it to more people. And it's amazing. That's the joy that I feel. It's just amazing that that I'm sitting here doing this, that I'm weaving this with my hands. And also the joy for me is in knowing that somebody in my past has done this too. There's my grandma, grandpa, well, probably more my grandma, aunties, they were doing this hundreds of years ago, and now I'm here doing this. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to teach my daughter how to do this. And when my grandbaby grows up, I'm going to teach her how to do this. Yeah, so it's very joyful. It's a good feeling.
We were talking earlier about traditional life, about making maple sugar, about ricing, about beading, about hunting, about dance. We're talking about the recovery of ceremony and of language, and now these old skills are coming back. Where do you want this to go? What's the outcome that you want for this knowledge?
Ideally, my hope is that this is going to help our families and our people reconnect with each other, with our past, with our future. Become whole again, whole, healthy people. Community, I guess. There's a lot of whole, healthy people here, but there's a lot of people that may be a little bit lost. And I think things like this is going to help them find their way. I think if we can bring this to our young people, even at this high school and grade school level, it's going to improve our whole community. If they can learn this, because it does take patience to get this. But really, it also teaches that it's okay to make a mistake. You can fix that. You're not gonna be defined by that mistake. You just pick up and keep on going. Fix it, move on. Learn. Don't make that mistake again. So there's a whole lot of lessons that can be learned just from this one simple, well, it's not simple, but just from this one craft. And if you can think about things in that way, and if we can teach our kids to think about things in that way, look for the lessons and learn them, that'd be good. Ultimately, I would love to see just all kinds of people doing this. I see a lot of people beading. I bead a lot. I enjoy beading. I'd like to see people doing this a lot too. Finger weaving. Years ago, I used to, when I lived down in New Post, we lived with my grandma Agnes and my grandpa Henry. We had sugar camp down there. We would do our sugar camp. I remember hauling buckets, you know, helping the fire. I was too little to really help, but you know, I could do stuff. They put me to work. I remember they'd go out harvest the wild rice, and we'd be preparing it in the back. And the whole family was there. It wasn't just a couple people. It was everybody was there. And then at night, we'd be sitting in there, and I'd be given a bucket or a little plate of rice, and I'd be cleaning it out, and you know, so everybody was there, and it was really good. I'd like to see that more. Families getting together and doing things like this, doing our traditional ways.
Miigwech.
Yep.
This is Nick Vanderpye and Danielle Carley for IndianCountryTV.com.